What's up, everyone? My name is Hasib, and this is Aman, and we're Closing the Gap. Today, we are covering one of the most important elections of our generation. So, let's see what people have to say about it. You ready?
Let's go.
Okay, who do you think is going to win the election? Not who you voted for, but who do you think is going to win?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump? Why do you think that is?
Because he represents liberty. He represents freedom of choice in this nation, and he is anti-socialist.
Who do I think will win? I do not know. That what's going to happen in a couple hours is going to be unprecedented. I will not be able to predict it, honestly. I cannot.
I don't know. I have like a gut feeling Trump might win, which I'm not too happy about, but you never know, honestly.
Right.
I think Biden and Kamala Harris are going to win.
Right. You know, I'm just praying that the Lord's will be done. I really don't know. It's so close. I think it could go either way. Obviously, I hope the one I voted for will win, but it's really in the Lord's hands, in my opinion.
Why did you vote today?
I voted today so I could exercise my constitutional rights, and I also changed my voting address so that my voice could be counted more here than it would have back home.
Because I feel like the minorities of America have suffered enough under the 4 years of Trump, so I think that a lot of people need to come out and change that. Yeah.
I'm an American. That's the American thing to do. It's a duty.
Well, I think it's just if you're a citizen, it's your civic duty to vote. Even if you're torn, you have to choose someone.
I feel it's a responsibility of every person eligible to vote.
What are your thoughts about the election this year as a whole with everything going on?
I think it's a little bit scary, like with how there's a majority in the Senate and in the Supreme Court now, and just not really knowing concrete evidence of how this is going to turn out for people. So it gives me a little bit of anxiety, and I think a lot of Americans, but yeah.
Right.
I'm concerned. I'm hoping that Americans vote for freedom and liberty and not socialism and communism. We don't need that here in America.
I'm kind of nervous, and I don't think any real change is going to be made in the next 4 years, but I think voting for the next decade and to come and voting for our kids is actually like one of the most important parts.
It's a very complicated election. I feel like there's benefits and, downsides to either candidate.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the election results.
One eternity later.
The moment the entire country has been waiting for after a very close race. NBC News now projects that Joe Biden has won the Keystone State, Pennsylvania, and its 20 electoral votes.
And that means we can now project that former Vice President Joe Biden has been elected President of the United States. He is President-elect Joseph Robinette Biden at 77 years old.
The 2020 election just ended. Joe Biden is the new president of the United States. We're in Richmond right now. Let's see what the natives have to say about it.
Joe Biden won the election. What's next for America in your eyes?
Communism.
Communism?
The Great Reset. Have you heard of the Great Reset? Nobody's going to own anything.
It's doing better than it's
better. Slightly better, but not much better.
There we go.
Maybe the pandemic first, controlling it.
Okay.
Another lockdown.
Yeah.
Some more serious measures.
Okay.
We're not mask wearers. We don't believe in that bullshit science.
Okay.
It's bullshit.
Well, there is no science.
Fauci is a criminal. There is no science behind the mask.
Hopefully nothing but greatness, and this racism can, kick rocks. Everybody just wants to be equal, and we want the same rights, and nothing but, good things for our country.
I think things would start getting really bad. And the reason that things would start getting really bad is because people are being censored.
A lot more peace. I think for the next 4 years, hopefully we kind of dismantle the systems of systemic racism. They were there when Obama was there. They were there when Trump was there. So hopefully we get to the root of the problem with Joe Biden.
Okay. And do you feel safe with Joe Biden in office?
Better than Trump.
So in the past.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
The extra votes
And safe only from rabid Biden supporters.
You agree?
Yeah, definitely, because Trump is racist and homophobic, and honestly, he's just a despicable human being on some real stuff.
Right.
So I think Biden is the hope and the change that we need right now.
When you see these buildings being boarded up, you don't see white supremacists. We don't see, hey, we're on the white supremacist side. You see Black Lives Matter. You see these people saying, this is who we're afraid of. Don't bust our business, please. We're begging you.
Good point. Very good point.
That's why they do it. And Joe Biden got endorsed by the KKK, and he never disavowed it. The media never asked him to disavow it.
Yeah.
Trump has disavowed the KKK more than 30 times.
Okay.
Joe Biden never even acknowledged that he got.
So do you think under his presidency that the gap in our country will close or widen?
It'll take a while, but it will close a little bit.
There would be
The wide was starting to it was starting to slow down under Trump.
Like I said, you got to get a man some time. He got to fix all Trump's fuck ups. So, but at the end of the day, to answer your question, yes, I think it'll eventually close.
Thank you so much for watching our video. If you want to participate in the election discussion, it'll be on November 19th at 6 p.m. through Zoom. Message us if you have any other questions. Other than that, stay safe.